Hi, welcome to day 2 of the DelMar Dolman sew-along. Today we're going to be constructing the bodice, the cuffs, the pocket, and the sleeves. Let's get started. All right, let's start with our pocket construction. Let's take our pocket piece. As you notice that it was cut on the fold, and your fold is right here at the top. The other sides are left open. Okay, we're going to take our pocket, flip it right sides together, line up the edges, could pin or clip the sides as well. All right, if you are doing a hemmed top, you also want to pin the bottom. You're going to be sewing along the bottom. We're just going to leave 1 inch opening. That's only if you're doing the hemmed option. If you are doing the banded option, we're going to leave this open. Okay, what we're going to do is sew here, here, and on the other side here and here to enclose the pocket. We have one side finished. Let's move on to the other. And you have your other side done as well. Now we are going to go ahead and flip the pocket. Okay, once you have it flipped, you can go ahead and press this flat so it stays nice and flat. And then you're going to take your bodice piece, here's our bodice piece. You're going to take your pattern piece as well, and you're going to line up where you want your pocket. There is a placement marking on the pattern itself, which you can correspond it with. Okay. Once you have your pocket where you want it, and it is pressed, you're going to top stitch along the top, right here, and the sides. You're going to want to leave this part open so you can put your hands inside. So once again, right on top and the sides here. And then you're going to be all done with the pocket itself. All right, let's continue on to our bodice. I'm going to place our front bodice piece, right side up. I always like to put a pin in the front of mine so I always know where the front and where the back is. And then take your back bodice piece and line up the shoulders. And then line up the other side as well. All right, once you have these lined up, we're gonna go ahead and sew the top to attach them together. Okay, we're gonna sew here and repeat on the other side. Now these have 1/4 seam allowance. All right, once you have these sewn together, place your bodice on the side, right side up, so you have the sleeve part right here. You're going to take your sleeves and you are going to match up the holes evenly and pin or clip them together. Alright, let's go ahead and sew that side right there. Alright, let's go ahead and sew those sleeves. And you have your sleeve attached. Okay, we're going to go ahead and repeat with the other side. Place your bodice right side up. Place your sleeve right on top, matching up the side and the right sides together. And we're going to sew to attach this one as well. And we have our second sleeve attached. So if you flip it, you have your bodice with the sleeves. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on with our sleeves and add our cuffs. Let's find our cuff pieces. Okay, and while your sleeve is open and right side up, we're gonna take one of our cuff pieces. As you can see that there's notches on the top and the bottom. We are going to fold the cuffs, matching up the notches, and they're gonna be right side out. And we are going to place it right on top, match up the notches, pin that down, and then match up the sides. And you're going to stretch a little as you sew, or you can place pins now. All right, and then we're going to sew to attach those cuffs to the sleeve. Let's go ahead and sew that. All right, we have our cuff attached, and it is attached to the sleeve. Let's go ahead and repeat with the other side. Flip it over to the other sleeve. Place your sleeve right side up. Take your cuff. Fold it on itself. The wrong sides together. Match up the notches. Match up the notches to the sleeve. Pin or clip down that middle one. Take your edges, match it up. And you can either stretch as you sew or do it now. Stretch it a little bit, place a clip in the middle so it's evenly spaced, and repeat with the other side. All right, and then sew to attach. And your second cuff is attached. Okay, now we are going to lay the bodice on itself and match up the sleeves and the cuffs and start pinning all the way down. So starting at the cuff, start pinning all the way down. Making sure everything is matched up. And then down your side. Match up your notch. Okay, and then we're going to start sewing from your cuff down your side. Let's go ahead and sew that. and the side of your hoodie or dolman is done. Let's go ahead and repeat with the other side. Match up your cuffs. Continue on with the sleeve. And the bodice. Match up that notch and pin it down. And we're going to sew the other side. And the second side is done. Okay. Flip this right side out. And the front is finished. Okay. And then join me again tomorrow as we attach the hood. I show you how to construct the cowl, and we also create a drawstring and a drawstring casing on this. Thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow.